had this camera for some time now. It is the Canon Vixia HF R400, 53 times advanced zoom. That's it's optical zoom, which means it's the high quality zoom. There's digital zoom, which it goes even further, which then you start losing some of the quality. I think this is one of the, I'd have to say, one of the best cameras out there right now. This is the model from last year, as I purchased it a year ago. Right now they currently have the Vixia HF R500, which is the next model up, which is probably what you'd like to purchase. I don't think there's a big difference between them. This model will do 1080p, 60 frames per second, and it'll also do 30 frames per second. So if you want to do fast-paced things, the 60 frames per second is really nice on this model here. I currently purchased a Rebel 25i, and so I decided I'd finally do a review on this because it's been a while that I've been using it. I've gotten a lot of compliments as to the quality of my videos just from using this camera here. It's just excellent. It has a good zoom, and it also does a pretty good job of focusing on a subject and leaving the background blurry, kind of what you can do with a DSLR. Kind of how this DSLR is doing it right now. The only problem I'd say with this compared to a DSLR is the sensor size. Your sensors inside of camcorders are fairly small. DSLRs are fairly large. More sensor size helps you to get more light, helps you to film in darker situations. So that's partially my reasoning for moving on to DSLR. The focus is very quick, snappy, and so you can do autofocus. You don't have to focus. You don't have to focus on the focus. You don't have to. You don't have to spend time focusing on a scene manually because it automatically does it for you. So, excellent camcorder. I'd say for dirty situations, I don't like it very much though, because after time with this shield up, it's already getting kind of gunky and stiff there. It starts to gather up dirt on here, and then the hinges start to gather some dirt as well. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. I wish it was a cap that my focus is searching. The only problem is that this is a cap, is a little shutter. I wish it was a cap that you popped on, because that way you didn't have that issue. No one likes to get dirt on their lens, and so I don't want to just leave it open all the time, but the door starts to get gunky after a while. So that's the main complaint I have, though. Otherwise, it's got about 2 hours of battery life, I think. Oh, I forget exactly how long it is. I think it was an hour and 20 minutes actually. Yeah, it was about, no, it's more like about an hour. I'd say it's 80 minutes or so. So, hour 20 minutes, more or less. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, so it's actually 32 times optical zoom, and then 53 is the advanced. So you still have decent quality zoom for 53, but the 32 is where you're going to have perfect image quality as you zoom out. I've used it a few times, and I really like it for that. It's very effective at zooming in. My focus is searching again. I think it works better with a subject, a person, as it can find the face, but with an object I have to click on it. Or I could just manually focus this, and that's what I'm going to do. So there you go, now we're on manual focus. So overall, it's a wonderful camera. I'd say it's one of the best ones if you're doing YouTube videos and you want to record things. It's got a baby mode, so if you want to film your kids, then you can do that too. The baby mode, basically when you open the screen up, it starts to record immediately, and then once you hit the play, that way you don't lose any of your special moments, you know. And so that's partially one of the nice things about this. Other than that, I'd just say it has a really good optical stabilization for when you're filming and it's somewhat shaky. It does a good job of that, and the quality of it's just superb. Canon, I can't say much any more bad things about this. Canon does a good job, so I've kind of become a Canon fanboy in a way, but that's just because I look at the things that I enjoy and like about certain products from them, and they have it. So I mean, they've got the autofocus, continual autofocus while filming on the DSLR, so that's why I've got a Rebel T5i. This was my first one because I really looked into a good economical camcorder, and this is kind of where I ended up. Price range, I think it goes, I want to say it goes for about $200. So the retail price estimated on the R400 is $270, but I know like during Black Friday and stuff you can get this thing for $270 or so, or $170 or something like that. I've seen it around. So price wise it's cheap and you get a very high quality. If you want to look at some of my videos, there's my Winterland video, which was all filmed on this, and some of it was on GoPro. That video I think will give you the best idea of the things this camera can do. I've also got a video of the process of reloading some 22-250 rounds, and that gives you a more macro look, how you can get close up filming and how it works with that, how well it does with that. It does not have night vision, but yeah, it's a good camera. Audio's good on it too. Basically, you can hold it here like such. Camera record button is right here where my thumb is. Battery's right here, and your zoom is right up top here, so you just go back and forth for the zoom. But overall, I'd say it's a wonderful camera for anyone that's getting started, that wants to do YouTube videos, wants to record things, their adventures. It's one thing I really like doing with this channel is just kind of putting it kind of teaches you how to film in a lot of ways. I did a whole lot worse in my first videos than I am doing now. Maybe not that great now, I'm still improving, but I think I've learned a lot, and this has been a useful tool, and I think it would be useful to anyone that's starting. So I'd definitely say this is one of the best choices of a camcorder for anyone that's wanting to film. There's a bunch of modes. I think there's cinematic modes, so if you wanted to do more like cinematic stuff, you know, do your own little films and stuff, I think that would work too. I've never used that. I've mostly used the auto mode. I haven't done any manual stuff on this. I'm stepping it up with the DSLR and starting to do a little bit more manual, determining shutter speed and aperture and frames per second and stuff. So that's pretty much all I got to say about this camera. It's definitely a good buy. You won't be discouraged with the product, as it's a good product for the price. Obviously there's limits to its capabilities, but with anything that isn't, you know, you get what you paid for, and this is definitely a lot more than I paid for, but it's not going to get you the best footage in the dark, because that's just not how it was made. It wasn't made to get the best footage in the dark. But if you guys want to hear more about this, I'm going to throw some footage in, and you guys can see just how good it is. Anyhow, see you guys.